Ublaloatak, Kanuik Pizzy. Today is Thursday. What day? All day today. Let's be responsible. Always try. Do our best. Cooperate with others. And let's treat everyone with respect, including ourselves. Today we'll start by reviewing our decision-making strategies. Remember, our first one was impulsive decision-making, when a decision is made fast without stopping to think. Another strategy for decision-making is emotional decision-making. Emotional decision-making is based on how you feel in the moment, which could be any one of a bunch of ways. So let's consider the question here of, do you want to go help Mom? If you hear that question when you're angry or upset, you might say, no. If you hear that question when you're kind of grumpy, you might say, Utta. If you hear that question when you're pretty happy, you might say, yeah, sure, let's go. The third way we've been making decisions is by thinking ahead. When we think ahead, we envision what's going to happen next and make decisions based on that. For example, if you saw somebody fall because they walked on some slick ice, you might decide that you're going to go the other way. The most recent way of decision-making we've been thinking about involves pros and cons. Let's pause for a minute and think about the pros and cons of drinking water. We've got these great water bottles, right? And it's nice to drink water during the day. What are some good things about water? Well, we know it's healthy. And we know that we won't be very thirsty if we drink water. We know it can help with a headache. And overall, it's just plain good for us. Well, what are some of the negatives with water? If you drink too much, you're going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. I can't really think of any other bad things about drinking lots of water. I'd say overall, under most situations, it's a pretty positive thing to drink water. My puzzle for you today is to try to make some pros and cons about wearing masks in different situations. Situation number 1 is in a room alone. Pluses and minuses. Pause the video right here and quickly talk in your class about the pluses and minuses of wearing a mask when you're in your room or anyone is in a room alone. Situation number 2 is in an airplane flying to New York. Please pause the video and discuss with people in your classroom what some of the pluses and minuses would be about wearing a mask on an airplane flying to New York. Situation number 3 is your classroom, the room you're in right now. What would be some pluses and minuses to wearing a mask in your classroom? Take a few minutes to discuss that. Good work. Now we're on our last job. Let's think about this. When would it be important to wear a mask? Things are changing about mask wearing. When should you stop and put that mask on? Let's see what ideas you and your classmates can come up with about being in your classroom or in the school about when it would be important to wear a mask. Please send any ideas you and your classmates come up with about when it would be important to wear a mask to me by email. This is something important we all need to talk about with the CDC changing their guidelines, BSSD changing their guidelines. We need to really use our noggins and think about what's safe so we each as individuals can make good, healthy choices. Have a wonderful Thursday.